What's up, guys? Brant Phillips with Real Estate Fundamentals. So I'm bringing to you another case study. So what I'm going to do in this very quick video is just take you on a quick walkthrough of one of our flip properties. We're flipping multiple properties each and every month. So what I'm trying to do is give you real life real estate stuff that's happening each and every day, each and every week here in our company. We're closing multiple properties and selling multiple properties. So what I'm doing is just giving you a quick case study on the property, how we found the deal, how we funded the deal, how we fixed the deal, and how we ultimately flipped the deal. So here we are. So this is County Road 395, Cleveland, Texas. So you see here the purchase price was $115,000. That did include a $10,000 assignment fee to a wholesaler, which was actually also an agent who's done some investing. Not quite sure why they didn't take this deal down. A lot of times it's just fear, or perhaps they feel like they can't get the capital for a deal. So many investors I see think that the financing aspect of the business is the hardest part. It's actually the easiest, but I'll let you watch this case study and find out if this agent investor made a good decision or not. Because a lot of times it's just a matter of not being equipped with the proper resources and tools that they need, where they can earn a lot more revenue and profits to the business. So when we bought this deal, we projected around $48,000 in repairs. It did need a pretty full, extensive rehab that we'll go over in just a minute. We anticipated the ARV was going to be about $225,000. We thought there was a potential to go higher, but it was an older home, kind of in a little strange area. Let me show you that real quick. What I mean by strange area, this is not really rural. It's about 45 minutes or so north of Houston. But whenever we zoom in here, like for example, this street, I'm gonna freeze it right there. So this particular street was not a public road, right? This was an easement, and we were nestled back in here, which was pretty cool actually. But you had some older, somewhat rundown kind of homes. But all in all, the city, this particular city is called Cleveland, Texas, is right there, about 45 minutes from Houston. So anyways, so this is kind of, we were conservative with our ARV, which meant that we negotiated the deal a little bit lower than how we felt more confident about a higher ARV. We could have offered more. This is the number we chose. So we'll get into the gross profit and our actual profit and things like that in just a minute. And yeah, financing source, 100% private money. You guys know me, wrote the private lender playbooks. We finance all of our deals with private lender capital, 100% of our deals each and every week. If you're interested in learning more about how to raise private capital for your deals, please hit me up, private message me. We've got some training on how to raise capital from investors to really, really explode your business. So once again, here's the map. Here's downtown Houston. We're about 45 minutes from downtown Houston, and this is kind of our sweet spot. Okay, on this, what I call the exurb. So you've got the greater Houston area, which is kind of defined by this. Used to be defined by this Beltway 8 here. Since then, it's expanded out. So anything north of Beltway 8, outside of Beltway 8, whether it be north, south, east, or west, this is where we do most of our investing these days. We used to only, going back 10 or 15 years when I started ago, we used to primarily invest pretty much within the Beltway. Now it's changed, it's kind of flip-flopped, and we invest primarily outside of the greater Houston area. And why is that? It's a blue ocean strategy, right? Houston, in the last 10 years has turned into a red ocean where there's so many investors fighting for so few deals in this area. So we've basically expanded our market out, our marketing out, and our market area, market reach outside of the greater Houston area, and we found great success doing that. And so our philosophy, right, is like we like to invest just past the exurbs, essentially, which is all of the suburbia, the suburbs, and then so we're going to essentially the next layer out, so to speak. Okay, so let's look at the rehab. So here's the property before. The roof wasn't new, so we didn't have to do that. but you know, we did all new siding on the exterior. We did install new windows. Now, a couple cost saving things that you can see that we did eliminate some windows. They had 4 windows here in the front. We went with 2. They had 3 windows here on the side. We went with 1. We still made sure that every single bedroom had a window, but we did not install all the windows window for window, essentially. There were also 2 windows over here. For this bedroom, we eliminated those. So this bedroom had a window, this was another bedroom, and this was another bedroom. Another thing that we heavily contemplated on was a driveway. This home didn't have a driveway, and we were going to install a driveway or crush gravel, and then we kind of left it. We did leave it. We left it clean and green. By the way, this grass was not this green. This is photoshopped. Okay, so we touch up all of our pictures prior to the listing. And this area in the front was kind of like a little, just a gravel area, and there was a fire pit. And one other thing we contemplated doing, didn't like the electrical meter and panels right on the front of the house. We were going to install some lattice or some, you know, a bush over this. We didn't. We just left it. You know, that's the good thing about operating in this type of price point. Your buyers are usually not going to be too picky because it's so hard to find affordable housing these days. So that was kind of a cost cutter that we did. Here's the interior. If you watched enough of my videos, you see we do a lot of our properties the same. This is a vinyl plank flooring. We paint, I believe, the walls and ceilings one color here. The ceilings may have been white. It's kind of hard to tell. We left existing ceiling fans. We did install new sliding doors. The old doors were just shot, and we did some repairs and painting to the deck in the back. This was the garage. It was actually an addition. It wasn't original to the house, so we did do some minor repairs to the house. We did insulation through on the walls and on the ceilings. This is not something we typically do, but you can see it look really shoddy. It was going to be an eyesore. So one of your goals and objectives as a flipper is, when you're doing your rehab, is you want to eliminate all eyesores. Sometimes this isn't fun to spend money on things you don't want to spend money on, like insulating a garage, but we wanted to just kind of eliminate the eyesores. So we did insulate the walls, the ceiling, so kind of give it a nice new feel. All right, so we took some, we did a couple of, every now and then we test new things out. This is something that didn't turn out as great as I wanted. We tested some new colors on these cabinets, and I didn't personally love it, but the house flew off the market, so who cares? The homeowners liked it. And we also did a gel stain on this beam. You see here there's a beam with some curly trim. So all we did here in the kitchen was remove the curly trim, paint the cabinets, gel stain the beam, and this paneling, you can see they had like plywood on the ceiling there. Didn't love that. It looked a little better in person, but that was something we tested out. And here's a mistake we made, actually. So if you see here, here's the old kitchen. There was no ventilation for the stove. So we had 2 choices. We could do a slide-in, drop-down range that are incredibly expensive. You're looking at $2,000 plus these days. Or we could install a over the range kind of hood vent, drop down hood vent. We get these on eBay for around $200 these days, and so we went with that choice with a $500 range. Now what we messed up on was not having this stove be lower than the bar top, or even raising the bar top. Because you see on the back side you get that view of the stove, which we don't like, but overall the house sold really quick. So there's another view of the kitchen. There's another view there. It had this old rusty metal, which we could have salvaged that. We were going to. Didn't look so great, so we just eliminated it. There's another view, kitchen, breakfast area. We also could have, so this is something we contemplated, okay, was just opening up this wall completely to the kitchen. We could have, would have absolutely popped. It would have been an open floor plan. We just didn't feel the need to with our budget in this price point, and I'll show you guys in a minute whether that was a good decision or not. Okay, this is the bedroom, And this is what we've been doing recently is we've been creating some accent walls, kind of matching, kind of going with the theme of the kitchen. And you can see in here also that we did eliminate a window. So we did reduce, there was actually 2 windows. There were 2 windows here and here. Sort of total of 3 windows, 2 right here. There was 1 here. We eliminated that one, which that window didn't even make much sense. And we reduced it to 1. So we saved some money there. There's another look shot of bedroom. Closet's pretty standard. Carpet, we gel stain the rods. We do that in almost every house. It's just one of those little, just a little tiny wow factor that make even the closets stand out a little bit. A little attention to detail. There's another bedroom. You can see here I had 2 windows. This may not be the appropriate picture for this bedroom. I think she used the wrong one. But we eliminated the double windows to a single windows. There's another view of that bedroom and the bathroom. Pretty standard. New tub, tile surround, toilet, vanity. Now let's look at our final number. So once again, purchased this property for $115,000. That included the assignment fee to the wholesaler/agent. We did go over a little bit on budget. I think that had to do with some stuff we did in the garage and perhaps the AC. I don't recall specifically. But other than the roof, yeah, everything was new in this house. We did foundation, we did siding, we did windows, we did insulation, we did paint, flooring, countertops, appliances. It was a full rehab. Now here was the cool part. So we actually sold the house for $247,788. So this was $22,000 over initial analysis. This doesn't happen all the time, but it did happen in this with this particular property. We knew I wasn't totally shocked with this, but we estimated, and this is very important, is that we made our offer based on the low side. Okay, we made our offer based on the low side to cover our what on this deal, but we knew there was potential. There were some comps. It was not out of the realm of possibility, but we knew there was some funkiness, right, with the easement going to the property and things like that. But we had we had decent activity. I wouldn't say that we were blown up with showings and offers and things like that, but we did get a couple of offers, and we got one that was able to close. So the gross profit going into the deal was $56,000. I'll show you what I mean by that. Hold time was 5 months, and our actual net profit was the $52,307 number you see here, and that includes the realtor commission of 2%. That would be my wife. She lists our properties. So if we look here on our flip estimator, flip analyzer, I'm going to focus in on here. This shows you this is something that you need in your business to quickly analyze your deals. So when we went into this deal, even here, at the 225 number and roughly 48,000 in repairs, we knew, hey, we've got a decent deal in our hands here that we're looking at. The 5-month period is our typical when we complete a flip. And we knew that this met our metrics, that, hey, this was going to be a good profit margin. We had some of our key indicators of a deal that you can read there and see what we're looking at to analyze a deal. If these are turning up red, then we have to take a double take. But, when we sold this house at the $247,788, even though we spent, I'll just round up, close to $52,000 in repairs, this was a very solid deal for us with this net profit amount right there. And that is a quick case study, guys. If you're out there and you're looking to learn to flip, you're learning to invest, you want to flip properties, do owner finance deals, rental properties, whatever it may be, don't go this route on your own. There's too many bumps, there's too many pitfalls out there. Make sure that you've got a good map on how to get you to the goals and the results that you're looking to create. If you don't have a coach, if you don't have a mentor, if you don't have someone helping you, hold your hand, showing you the way, guys, make sure you find that person. This could be someone local in your network. It could be someone, it could be a real estate coach. It could be myself. Reach out to me. I do coach other investors and help them and guide them through what I call the 7 fundamentals of real estate, to make sure that you can not only just go out there and flip a few deals and maybe make a few bucks, but you can absolutely thrive in this business. Hope you guys enjoyed that, and check out the next case study that I'll be posting very soon.